Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy John. What's up? Let me just fix the camera angle real quick. Just wanna, yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic week so far. It is hot as balls here in New York. I don't know how hot it is wherever y'all are checking in from, but this heat, this humidity. Oh my days. I can't deal with it, yo. I can't. But today we have a bunch of things we need to talk about. So everybody get yourselves strapped in and ready to go because we are going to be talking about something. We're going to lock back in, talking a bit more about Manchester United. And of course, we'll address a few of the other things going on in the works. But for now, we keep it locked in. So get yourselves involved in the chat. And of course, follow across all the social platforms. We are going live everywhere and anywhere. You name it, we're there. So share the live. Make sure you share the live. If you guys don't know, real quick, I just want to say this real quick. You guys are so dope when it comes to supporting my work. And everything that you guys do, it helps me in my journey of trying to become a full-time content creator. But the thing that helps more than anything, actually, believe it or not, guys, is sharing the content. That's apparently, according to a lot of the social platform CEOs, apparently sharing the content helps the most. So all of you guys, if you can continue to support me by sharing the content, that would be absolutely sensational. But let's see who's joining us tonight. Let's start off with the oh my God, I just choked on my own spit. Oh God. All right, let's start with the TikTok fam. What's going on? We got Jason in the chat. I know it's been a minute since we started streaming on TikTok, but we're back here. We're back. Yeah, B-A-K. We're back. Let's see what's up. We got Jason in chat. He says, yo, John, you made my day for real. No, you all making my day. Thank you for joining us. Yassine Musa in the chat. He says, it's 55 degrees today in Kuwait. You mean 55 Celsius? What is that? 55 Celsius to Fahrenheit. There's no way it's 55. That means it's 131 Fahrenheit? That makes no sense. There's no way. You mean 35, maybe? It can't be 131 degrees. Surely not. Really? Honestly, if that is really the case, Yassine, oh my goodness, that must be so hot. So hot. But I guess the trade-off is that there's no humidity, I guess? I don't know. When it gets humid, that's when I'm done. Like, I can't. My nickname is Polar Bear because I get hot so easily, and then when it's hot, I'm dying. But all right, let me keep going in here. We got Instagram in the house tonight. Let's see who's in the Instagram family. Let's see. We got Yannick in the chat. He says hello from the UK. What's going on, Yannick? We got Jacob in the chat. He says thank you for going live because I'm so happy when you go live. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate you for the kind words. We got Fala Leandro says hello. Say hello to Brazil. I'm trying so hard to learn how to like dance. Like, what is that? What is it called? Funk? Whatever that's called. Like, I'm trying to vibe with my Brazilian family. You know what I mean? Let's see. We got AG06 checking in from North Carolina. What's going on, my man? And last but not least, let's go swing over to our YouTube family. We got Katie Marie in the house. We got Thandi Maggie, Daniel Lowe, Dundaughter, Michael Adeni. We got It's Echo in the chat. We got Nietzsche Fan in the chat. We got Fernando Rana in the chat. We got Samantha Nelson in the chat. Checking in from Belfast, Northern Ireland. She says it ain't warm there. You know what? I might move over to Belfast because that's what I need. I need not warm. That's what I need. Pito316 says hit the like. Absolutely, Pito. Absolutely. Pito knows what's up. Danny Maggie says, John, you should make a Discord. The Discord is made. It's in the description below. Go check it out. We got Numar Uno Vish, moderator in the chat. He says, what we saying? Think like fam, how we doing? Guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm cooked. I'm hot. I'm drained. The sun just soaks out my energy. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I'm going to be completely honest. This is how you know I'm tired. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I started day 1 of the training to become the best football unk. I did it yesterday. I did 10 laps. I'm cooked. I'm so tired. It's unreal. I'm so cooked. 10 laps killed me. 10 laps absolutely just rocked my world. laps and I was done. I got a long way to go. After this live, I gotta go train again. Why did I decide to do this stupid series? Anyway. We got Vispo in the chat joining us. We got Sam Matthew checking in. He says, waking up and seeing Mbuemo off accepted is something I'm dreaming of. Matthew, getting us underway. Let's talk about it. Let's get into talking about the most important thing, because you guys are asking me about Bryan Mbuemo, whatever it is, however it is you pronounce it. He has been the hottest talking point for Manchester United fans throughout this entire transfer window, really. You know? And today, I kind of want to get started talking about this stuff, bouncing off of your questions. So if you guys have any questions that you'd like for me to answer with respect to Bryan Mbuemo, or whether you want to hear my thoughts, or if there's anything I can provide from an input perspective, you let me know in the comments. Get involved with some questions, because I want to build today's show with some of your questions. So whether it be on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, wherever it is, get your questions in now. In the meantime, I'm gonna get a sip of water because I'm tired and my throat is. Katie Marie says, I'm so sick of all the news. I told you guys this summer I didn't want to get involved in the news because I foresaw this happening already. I already knew that this transfer window was going to be a very, very difficult one, because I felt like this transfer window was going to be the first window where we were truly going to start answering the tough questions, You know what I mean? It's always been like that. In my view, since the start of the transfer, even before the transfer window, I already said that it was going to this transfer window might get rough, because we're going to really start trying to fix the real questions, the real problems at the club, you know? Nithin Mohan says they don't want to sell him to us. Of course. I mean, look, they do want to sell him at the right price, and they have a price that they can set because they're contractually allowed to do so. So I'm not going to knock Brentford for doing what they're doing. Of course, I can be like, damn it, Brentford, come on, make it a little bit easier. Of course, I can do that. But at the end of the day, when they have the power and when they are the sellers in this trade, yeah, of course, it makes sense that they are making it difficult for us. You know, I understand. It's up to United to figure out a way to properly leverage something, whether it be with financial means or something else, to be able to broker this deal, and that's on United. But the problem with United is that over the past decade or so, especially in the era under Ed Woodward, we have been making poor decisions from a transfer financial perspective. Now we're trying to right the wrongs, and we're trying to fix that, and it's going to take longer. Vispo says, are you just answering the same questions every day on stream? I don't answer the same questions all day every stream, Vispo, but a lot of people want to ask the same questions because they want to hear if there's any updates, you know? I said this before, and I'm going to get into the comments so you guys keep loading up the comments with some questions, but I'm going to say this. I said this before. It's so much easier to spend money than to save money. It's so much easier to poop on the carpet than to clean the carpet. It's so much easier, yeah, to ruin your credit score than to rebuild it. That is just how life goes. And for Manchester United, we've, as a club under the regime of the Glazers and of somebody like, for example, Ed Woodward, we have made bad decisions. And at this moment, we are trying to fix these wrongs, and it's going to take some time. Hashem Halak says, name a player for an edit. Pak Ji-sung Park. I named it. Now you go make the edit. You better make the edit now, yeah? Hashem, you better make the edit. And you better tag me in it, because Ji-sung Park is the greatest to ever grace the pitch and to play the beautiful game. Yeah, there you go. Now you have the edit. Hold on. Let me just open the door a little bit more, because I just want to... Saka. Anyway. Let's see. Daniel Lowe says, John, nice Manchester United hoodie. This is the training top, which I absolutely love. I love that. Nbadilo Edit says, name a car for an edit. The Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. Boom. Now you better make the edit, and you better tag me in it, because my dream is to ride in a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, the most versatile, the most tanky. I don't know what to say. It's a nice car. Fanny Maggie says, only reason they're fighting so hard is because we're not making it hard in any way whatsoever. No hatred between Mbuemo and Brentford. We're not actively pursuing alternatives, not stirring ish up. Look. United right now is going to try their utmost best to push for Mbuemo. That is a fact. It is a transfer we've been looking at, and as a club, we need to try and make it happen. Inbadilo says, how do I tag? You could tag me at Good Vibes John. How about that? My man. Thank you for that. Fams, one up. What's going on? I'd like to think that United have been chasing Mbuemo for a while. Do I like the idea that it's taking this long? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would love it if we got it done earlier. I would love it if he was already there, shaking hands with his new teammates, showing love to the kitchen staff. Yeah. Rocking up with the new away kit, which, by the way, Edward Chen, we haven't talked about. We will talk about in just a second. I would love it if that was the case for Mbuemo. You know? I would love that. But unfortunately, it's not going to, like I told you guys, it ain't going to be that easy. It's going to take some time. Take time to realize this ain't going to be easy. I told y'all in the month of May. Oh my God, something's wrong with my throat. You know what? Here's what I will say. And I want to hear you guys, and you better get in the comments. Yeah, you better get involved. I want to hear your thoughts. As United fans, do you prefer that we spend reckless money and get signings in for that dopamine hit real quick? Just get that in. You know what I'm saying? Or do you want us to take our time with the transfers? Because for me, this is the first time in a long time where I'm sitting here edgy at the idea that we're not signing new players. Yeah. And I haven't felt that in a very long time. And I'd like to think that is good because we're trying to fix our behavior in the transfer window. But as United fans, I'm not saying you're wrong for feeling this way. You're frustrated because we're not signing players, and you have every right to feel that way. You know what I mean? Sam with a super chat. Thank you so much, Sam. Are you going to any of the games in the preseason tour, John? Absolutely I am, Sam. Samantha, I am going to be there. In New York, I'm going to be there. Here at MetLife Stadium, I'm there. Yeah, we're going to be doing some incredible, immaculate activities. We're also going to be there in Chicago. Boom. And I have an extremely exciting news to share with you guys, especially if you guys are either traveling to Chicago or you're already based in Chicago or near that area. If you're going to be at the game, I'm going to be there. So come join us in Chicago. It's going to be a vibe. And of course, last but not least, we're also going to be at Atlanta. So come join us there. We're going to be hosting events and doing fun stuff at every single city. So follow me on Instagram at Good Vibes John, because that's where I'm going to be announcing all of those things. So stay tuned and follow me there. But let me go back to answering the question. At the end of the day, as much as it makes sense that from Manchester United's perspective, we should be signing players right now, right? We do need to. If we finished 17th last season, 15th last season, wherever we finished last season, we need to sign players to get better. Do I think this squad right now at this moment in time is a 15th place squad? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But at the end of the day, we need some signings. For sure. I get your stress, and I get your frustration. You know what I mean? I get it. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And you guys are going to be very frustrated. And a lot of you guys actually are very frustrated with me because you guys are like, how come you're not talking about like United not making signings? I'm, of course, frustrated, but I'm not angry or I'm not upset because at the end of the day, I've already told you guys this back in April. I told you guys this back in May. This is going to be the type of transfer window we're going to have to face if we're going to fix things. If you want to get a better body and you want to lose weight, yeah, it's going to take time. But you got to control your portions and you got to control what you're eating. You got to work out diligently. You got to stay consistent. It's a lot of things that you got to put in, a lot of work that you put in behind the scenes for this kind of stuff to work, you know? It takes time. And I know none of y'all want to hear that. As especially United fans, you probably don't want to hear that. And I get your frustration. And I'm not here to say that y'all aren't allowed to feel frustrated. Absolutely not. You know? Sir Ovi says, no, bro, be like Chelsea and do liposuction. Oh. Let me just say this real quick about Chelsea. Let me just say this about Chelsea real quick, yeah? Let me just say this about Chelsea. Chelsea have been doing well on paper, right? When we're looking and reading about, well, you know, the players that they're signing or whatever. But do you not know what Chelsea have been doing in terms of the way that they've been structuring their deals? Chelsea Football Club, yeah? The owners of Chelsea Football Club, Blue 22, Midco, whatever the name was, the parent company under Todd Bowley, the parent that owns the company, opened a subsidiary company for which the parent company sold the women's team to that newly formed company, which is owned by the parent company. And what they did with that is, hey, they told PSR, like, oh, guys, we sold this company. We sold our women's team for $250 million. So we have generated a revenue of approximately $250 million. Are you serious? Whether that's illegal or not, whether that is just playing the rules the way that you need to be techie and to find the loopholes. User says that's capitalism, man. It's every big club. It's every team doing shady-ish. I know, and I understand that, especially at my age. I completely understand that. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that these things are not sustainable, especially for Manchester United, when we have so many things we need to fix. Moses Karogi says parent company sold parent company to parent company. It's selling to company. You know what I'm saying? Edward Chen says we need a whiteboard example. Let me show you. Yeah? Let me show you. I'll show you real quick. It's super simple, really. I'll show you in football terms, yeah? Okay. Here's a parent company. Yeah, this is a parent company right there. Yeah. Mommy and daddy of a company, yeah? They're like, you know what? We want to make a baby. So they make a baby company, yeah? And you know what they say? They're like, hey, they're telling the bank, look, we have a home. We're going to give it to our... I don't even know how this works. Y'all got me messed up. How the hell am I supposed to explain this with a whiteboard? Y'all got me tripping out here. Tifo Photo says, off topic, will you be in Austin for MLS All-Stars? I would love to. I would absolutely love to. But unfortunately, I will not be. YS says, as a Chelsea fan that grew up in the late 90s, I really enjoy Man United's continual downfall. Sorry, but it's brilliant. Look, everybody loves watching us fall. Everybody loves watching us struggle right now. And you know what? I'll tell you this. You know what's so funny? When I speak to older heads, especially United, Arsenal fans or Chelsea fans or Liverpool fans or whoever, you know what they all tell me? They're like, you know what? I love watching y'all struggle. I love watching y'all suffer because y'all ruined my childhood. You know what? If y'all used to watch Paul Scholes and Wayne Rooney and Van Nistelrooy and Rio Ferdinand and all these people absolutely sauced them up for years on end, yeah, maybe from their perspective, they're like, ha ha. So I can't be like, oh, screw you guys. But it ain't good for me because I'm watching this as a United fan. This breaks my heart. You know? Dot in the chat, what's going on, my man? He says, yo, John, if we get the Mbuemo deal done, what position do you think United are getting? We're in top 6 easy. If we sign Mbuemo, let me tell you. If Manchester United sign Brian Mbuemo, which I know we will, we're getting top 6. Boom. By the way, we're gonna wrap the stream up with another karaoke session today. So y'all get your songs in line, yeah? Think about which songs you want to hear. Yeah, and then we're going to do it up. Although I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm absolutely cooked today in terms of energy. So I don't know if the songs are going to be popping, but we're going to still rap with a big song. Yeah. Let's see. YS says, just goes to show how valuable Sir Alex Ferguson was. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Vispo says, Vish says, clip it for when we get relegated. Don't be out here roasting me about no damn United are getting. I'm not here for that. We're here to talk about why I think it's still going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. All right? It's going to be all right. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah. It's Echo says, I do think we need to be better, and this is the right thing to do for transfers, but I do think Mbuemo should be an exception. He is arguably top 10 players in the league and will make our money back IMO. Look, Fuzzy Sam, you might be right. You might be, sorry, not Fuzzy Sam, it's Echo. You might be right. Absolutely, you might be right. Who knows, right? But in terms of his output and what he's shown us so far at his time at Brentford, yeah, he is one of the top players. I don't know if it's top 10, but he definitely is one of the top players. So you're right. You're absolutely right in that regard. But this is the problem with exceptions. And this is the problem with excuses. Because you're always going to have an excuse for everything. I tell this to Jimmy all the time. You're tired. You can't go exercise. You have to sleep early. You have to go. You can't go exercise. You know what I'm saying? You're too hungry. You have to go exercise. You have an early date tomorrow. You have to go exercise. There will always be an excuse. There will always be a reason for everything. And that's the way the world works. You can always have an excuse for something. And I tell Jimmy all the time, it's about your conviction. And the thing that I like about conviction, and when it comes to Manchester United right now, is that we're showing conviction. When it came to wanting to, and one of the things that like secures my mentals in that sense is that, at least from my perspective, the way we got the Matheus Cunha deal done quickly, the way we did that deal done makes me feel like the conviction is there. If we didn't sign Matheus Cunha and then we're still working on Mbuemo like this, then I'd be very, very concerned. But the fact that we showed the conviction and the desire to get that deal done early just goes to show that there is a level of conviction that Manchester United want to follow based on a set of principles in the transfer window. To me, that's what we've been asking for. That's what United fans have been begging for so long. Haven't we? I liked when we signed Lukaku. A lot of you guys were very upset about it back then. I hated when we signed Alexis Sanchez. A lot of y'all loved it. I didn't rate Mkhitaryan. A lot of y'all loved it. I didn't rate Antony. A lot of y'all loved it. We signed so many players at an unbelievable price that a lot of other clubs will not pay. And now United are here trying to fix that behavior, and United fans are upset about it. And I get it. We have every right to be upset because of the way we capitulated last season. You're right. I get it. I get it. You know? But it's going to take time. It's going to take time. I promise y'all, my heart tells me it's going to be all right. And if it doesn't turn out all right, I'll work that much harder to make more money or do something, yeah? And I will buy Manchester United. I'm chatting absolute nonsense, y'all. I'm chatting absolute shit. You know that. You know that. But you get the point. You get the point. Johnny says, off topic, but what do you think of Yamal getting the number 10? I couldn't be any more happier about Lamine Yamal getting the number 10. That boy is special, special, special. Lamine Yamal is special, special, special. Yeah? And for Lamine Yamal to get that 10, and the best part of that moment for me was when I saw Lamine Yamal walk up the steps with his grandma. He was showing love to his grandma. And he was talking about how he was like, my grandma has no idea what this whole contract renewal thing is about. But for me, my grandma is happy because she knows I'm happy. I love that. Shouts out Lamine and shouts out Barcelona. Alan Swan says Yamal getting the 10 was inevitable. Yeah, look. Who else are they going to give that to? You know? And a lot of people are saying like Lamine Yamal is going to fail. He's going to choke, whatever. Nah, y'all don't know football if you think that. Lamine Yamal is different. Lamine Yamal is different. Lamine Yamal es diferente. Yeah? Muy diferente. By the way, I'm seeing a lot of you guys are in the chat saying Manchester United are going to sign Nicholas Jackson. Don't say that. Don't say that. Give me Lamar Jackson before we get Nico Jackson. Give me Michael Jackson before we get Nico Jackson. Give me the Jackson 5 before we get Nico Jackson. A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3. As simple as do, re, mi, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Stop talking about Nico Jackson. What's wrong with y'all? Nicholas Jackson. I don't want him. Give me Vlahovic. I'll take Vlahovic. Give me Nkunku. I might have to think about that one, but I'll take Vlahovic over Jackson. I'm sorry. Give me Ademola Lookman before we get Nico Jackson. Yeah? Give me Richard Rios. You know what I'm saying? Give me John Shin before Nico Jackson. Yeah? Viz in the chat says Lookman going to Inter. Thank you for the heart, Viz. Appreciate you. Is that you, Vispo? Yeah, I think he is going to Inter Milan. That's what I read. Give me, like Jason Espinoza says, give me Raul Jimenez before give me Nico Jackson. Give me Kobe Mainu at the 9 before Nicholas Jackson. Bring back Scott McTominay before Nicholas Jackson. Give me Mateta before Nicholas Jackson. Call back. Do I want to say Vegas? I don't know, but y'all get my point. Y'all get my point. Give me Ollie Watkins. Give me Ollie Watkins. I'll take Ollie Watkins all day. Yeah? Give me John Duran. Give me Duran. Give me Usain Bolt at the 9. Give me Patrice Evra. Put Uncle Patrice at the 9. I don't want Nicholas Jackson. Give me the Fred. Let's bring back Fred. Hell, give me Anthony Martial at the 9. Y'all crazy if we want Nico Jackson. That ain't happening. That's a smoke screen for Sutton. That ain't happening, y'all. Danny Maggie says, "Give me Kai Havertz." I'm not a big Kai Havertz guy. YS says the disrespect. Jackson ain't that bad. Look, YS, obviously I'm messing around. He's not a bad player, but he's not the player at the level that we need at this moment in time. You know what I mean? Lavish in the chat says Jackson is way better than the current stock. He might be. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily think he's a bad player. Obviously, I'm messing around, but I don't think that's what we need right now. You know what I mean? Jason Espinoza just dropping bare names. Morata. Give me Alvaro Morata. I'll take Alvaro Morata all day. And Dev Pop says Ronaldo over Jackson. I'll take CR7. Bring him back. Bring him back. DePerry says, John, what are your... He's like, DePerry is screaming at me. John, what are your opinions on the Rashford Garnacho Sancho situation? Thanks for the comment. What are my thoughts on that? I'll tell you right now. Viz, I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew that was you. On you. Stop going in the comments telling people I'm pushing 40. Stop doing that. I ain't pushing 40. Y'all, you keep telling people lies, they're gonna actually believe it. Don't tell them that. Okay? Anyways, to answer your question to Perry, you pushing 50, cuzzo. Are y'all here to roast me about my age? Because I'm not here for that. Let's not do this right now. Let me answer this. Okay. Let me answer to Perry's question. Okay. My thoughts on Rashford, Garnacho, and Sancho. I said this before the end of ADHD. I said this before the end of before the end of the season. Manchester United's biggest priority, from my perspective, is getting rid of the players that don't want to be here. Okay, chat. Okay, I'm not gonna answer questions if y'all keep saying pushing 40 and I'm not 40. Stop telling people that. LFC in the chat says Alejandro Garnacho to Aston Villa. Here we splash. Here we splash. That's kind of cold. Anyways, let me finish answering the damn question. Yeah. At the end of the day, I said that one of United's biggest problem is going to be is to get rid of the players that don't want to be here. And if Marcus Rashford is really pushing hard for that Barcelona move, yeah. If Jadon Sancho is out there at wireless vibing out, don't give a damn, which he hasn't been given a damn, honestly. If Anthony is crying because he wanted to be at Real Betis and he said he was freed, then free him up. Free them up. If they feel like they've been locked up here, then I get locked up and won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They gon' let me out. Oh, they won't let me out. I'm locked up, won't let me out. Had a long day in court, stressed me out. You know what? I'll tell you this. We ain't keeping them locked up. They can leave. If they don't want to be here, tell them to go. Close the door behind you. All right? If you don't want to be here, they can leave. And here's what I'm going to say. Lavish says we've been horrible at selling. Exactly. But we also need to show conviction when it comes to selling players as well. Apparently, the latest report about Jadon Sancho is that Jadon Sancho apparently is going to be there's conversations between United and Juventus at some point about 15 million for Jadon Sancho. We brought him for 75 million. We're going to be taking a loss of about 50, 60 M's, right? That's fine. That's fine for me. I'll take 60 M loss right now because United need to show that we got a pair of balls. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got that, you know what I'm saying? We need to show the world, the footballing world, that United aren't here to be messed around. We're not here to be thrown around. We're not here to just show up, open our wallets, and y'all take advantage of us. That's what's been going on. And this season, this transfer window, we're trying not to do that. And however, that being said, we also have to make sure that we just need to get rid of the players that don't want to be here. That's the part where if I had to make an exception, that's where I make the exception. The longer we drag out, I don't mind the Mbuemo deal being dragged on, like I told y'all, because it's going to take a long time for these things to be fixed. So y'all have every right to feel upset, but it's going to take time. But the thing that I don't want to see dragged on, yeah, is the Jadon Sancho situation, is the Marcus Rashford situation, is the Anthony situation. Those are the deals I don't want to see dragged on. You know what I mean? Those are the deals that I don't want to see dragged on. Alfredo says Cunha wants to be there. It's a good pickup. Alfredo, absolutely. Phantom says we messed up as a club by giving ridiculous wages. We did. We made some mistakes, but look, it's about learning from your mistakes. And for me, I think we're doing that right now. We are learning from the mistakes. It's just that it's still in the middle of the transfer window and we are not seeing it just yet. It's going to take time. Yeah? J. Dole says, I get your point, dude, and I understand we've been taken advantage of, but United and Brentford are stuck around 5 mil for Mbuemo. Look, you're right. Just give it to him, move on. I would love for us to be here and say that. But unfortunately, we need to take these L's now so that we don't take L's over and over and over and over again. I understand the J. Doles. You're absolutely spot on. 65 to 70 is not that big of a difference for a club the size and stature of Manchester United, right? Even with PSR situations, we should be 5 mil should be done. You're right. You're right. I get your frustration. However, like I said at the top of the stream, if we make an exception for this, we're going to figure out a way to make an exception next time. We're going to figure out a way to make an excuse next time. And we'll always have an excuse at some point. That's the issue. And right now, United need to... This is right now... Ruben Amorim said it himself. We're facing a storm. This is that storm. Y'all think we're out of it? No. The transfer window is a part of that storm. We're facing that storm right now. Trust me. This whole situation, the situation with respect to the outgoing players not outgoing, with the situation with respect to Brian Mbuemo. This is still that storm, and we're fighting through it. We have our umbrella. It looks like it's about to break, but we're still fighting through it. That's what I'm saying requires more focus and patience on our end. Glory for Lord says, how do you feel about the goalkeeper Martinez rumor? Do we need a better goalkeeper? Well, I think we do need a keeper at this moment in time because according to the latest report, Andre Onana picked up a knock, didn't he? And apparently he's out for the start of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Emi Martinez, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't know. My heart doesn't take to him. My soul doesn't take to him for some reason. But he's a quality footballer and a quality keeper at the end of the day. And if we can take him, then we'll take him. However, I'm not the biggest fan. But look, there's a quality player there, and if he's leaving, if we can bring him, bring him on a free, then yeah. What you mean uncommon, John W. Viz? I've been dropping W's all day. Jose Vera says Lunin would be a better move over Martinez. But I think, again, we're looking for Prem proven, right? So I think at that point, Martinez trumps the Lunin move for him. J. Doles, thank you for checking in, my man. Let me see some more comments here. My neck has been just absolutely stiff here. Let me hold up, y'all. Hold up. Hang on. Let me fix this up for y'all. Boom. All right. Let's see. Def Pop says Martinez is only good internationally, in my opinion. Well, he was part of a pretty decent Aston Villa finish, so you're gonna have to rate that in that sense. Thandi Maggie says keeper market is pretty dead right now. Besides Martinez and a Botafogo keeper, look, I think a lot of the market situation right now is all over the place. You know what I mean? Let's see. Ranimex says dream signing this transfer window. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. The dream signing for me. Dream signing right now for me. Can it be realistic? Does it have to be realistic or can it be unrealistic, Ranimex? Luke. Sorry, I can't read the comment. Is Luke No in the chat? What's going on, Luke? He says, how would you feel if Igangin joined us? You know me. You know me, man. If Igangin joined us...
Oh my God, we done something. Something was done there.
If Igangin joined us, I would take him all day. I would welcome him with open arms. Or open arms. So now I come to you with open arms. I would welcome Igangin with open arms. Heis Divine says Lunin is still young. He'll adapt, don't you think? Yeah, look, I will always give players an opportunity to adapt 100%. But right now, Manchester United fans don't want to take chances anymore. We've taken plenty of chances. And they want to sign players that are somewhat proven to a certain extent. You know? So I get it. Vispo, you keep roasting Ugarte. He's not a bad player. He's a good player. He's got things he needs to fix, but he's a good player. Vish says, what I do to get Rodrigo. Would y'all take Rodrigo? United fans, if you're in the chat, would y'all take Rodrigo at United? Thanny Maggie says, imagine a swap between Cubby and Rodrigo. Thanny Maggie. We're not swapping Cubby for anybody. I don't give a damn if Obi-Wan Kenobi himself brought 4 lightsabers and say, hey, we'll swap. No, we're not swapping Cubby for nothing. No. Anuelian in the chat says Ugarte is a dog. We needed him. He's not the solution though. Never was. Yeah, it's gonna take time for him to adjust too. You know. Vispo says no to Rodrigo. Dan says yes to Rodrigo. Thanny Maggie wants Rodrigo. It's Echo says I wouldn't. Not gonna lie. Okay, I guess we have a mixed bag of reactions with respect to Rodrigo. I don't know if he'll fit in my view, if Rodrigo will do well in the Prem. Brian Ejun in the chat. What's going on, my man? Oh, Brian Yee. I'm such an... I read Brian Yejun as in Brian Yejun. Yejun in the chat. What's going on? He says, Igangin could be crazy if you had a nice striker. He could connect with him too. If you give me like an Osimhen with Igangin alongside him, oh, bravo. Luke Noah says, as a fellow Korean, I hope he does well wherever he goes. PSG needs to stop playing him in the attack and start playing him in the midfield. Our midfield would be better. PSG, I think Luis Enrique, I think his plans aren't really with Igangin as a starter. Let's be real. And with Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, he's got Barcola. He's got Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos, that team is not gonna have space or fits. Igangin doesn't fit in that team or has space in my regard. I think he should leave. Danny Banani says, if United is looking for a keeper as a Barca fan, I recommend Ter Stegen. He's one of the best. Hasko says, I refuse to let this club stress me out. Look, I told y'all this is why I didn't want to waste my energy this transfer window, because I knew that this was going to be a very difficult one to begin with. And I wanted to let United just do their thing. You know what I mean? Paulo Santo in the chat says, y'all need a player like a Rafinha with fight and passion. Y'all know I love Rafinha. I would have loved him at United. I would have loved him at Man United all day. Mapuka Puka says Baleba in exchange for Cubby. Stop talking to me about exchanging Cubby Mainu. We're not exchanging it for nothing. Let's not play around like this right now. All right, I'm about to end the stream. Y'all get me upset. We're not talking about Cubby. Cubby ain't going nowhere. Cubby's with us. All right? Let's stop playing around. Radius in the chat. What's going on, Ray? He says, John, did you do the last for all the missed shots against Jimmy? Ray, let me tell you real quick. I'm cooked. I'm so tired right now. I don't even have the energy to sing. I'm scared about the way I'm going to end this stream because y'all know we got to end on a high and we got to sing, but I'm scared because I'm so tired. Yesterday, after lap 7, I swear to God, I felt like my heart came out of my chest and slapped me in the face. And he was like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah. Anuelian says, I still rate Benjamin Šeško. He's mad, but Leipzig asking for way too much. He has that killer mentality and is an aerial weapon. The striker market is weird, right? Because there's these strikers that are super talented and we know they're going to be very expensive. I'm talking about the likes of Alexander Isak. Yeah? Even Gyökeres you want to throw in that mix. You can also include Šeško in that mix. Yeah. And then there's just the subpar. There's no excuse me. There's no middle ground that much in that sense. I'm not hearing too many names about strikers, especially outside of Europe's big three, if you will. Maybe Ekatike is in that middle line, you know. Visibles, thank you so much for sending. What the hell is that? Is that a squid? Oh, does that say popular? Thank you for that, Vis. Thank you. Appreciate you. Emma Enzo says Garnacho for Emi Martinez swap deal. I wouldn't have minded that, but Emi Martinez is on a free right now, so we could bring him. Cassie Ukandu says United need to explore South America or Portugal. We could get players from there. We need to explore South America and Africa. We need to send scouts there because there's ballers in those areas. LFC says Liverpool are getting Ekatike. I thought they were trying to test the waters for Isak. Fernando Rana says that German wonder kid from the Euro U21s. Who's that? Which German wonder kid? Paulo Santos says, honestly, because see Ronaldo ripping it up with y'all right now. Let him retire at United. He's not retiring with us. He's going to retire in Portugal for sure. Tony Garcia says, could you explain to me why the Vinny Jr. hate is so forced? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you asking me to explain why people are hating on Vinny? I can't explain that to you because I think people have other intentions just to hate on a guy. I think Vinny's an incredibly talented footballer and people just hate to hate. Let these young bucks rock. Let Vinny rock. Let Rodrigo rock. Let Lamine Yamal rock. Let them do their thing, man. Let them grow. De Perry says, John, what do you think about Diego Leon? He's going to go crazy. I see a mix of Casemiro and the Butcher in him. What do you think? I think he's a young kid. I think he's got potential. He came in with some smoke. Like, he was like, look, I'm not here to mess around. Like, he was like, he carried himself with a lot of confidence. And I'm cool with that. But he's a young kid, and he needs to keep his head down and work hard, just like every other young kid in the academy and in the U18s or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Vispo says, there's a reason why PSG sold Ugarte, and he showed why last season, not one single. What do you mean? He had some great games last season, Vince. What are you talking about? Ima Enzo says, do you think Cheeto is ready to be up front for us next season, week in, week out? Nope. Unfortunately, not yet. Maybe later down the line, we might see something different, but for now, we haven't seen what he's been doing in preseason. So we'll see. Ray says, United is getting no one else this window. John, keep training. You may make the team. We're getting somebody. Trust me, guys. I promise you. Trust me. We're getting somebody. Fernando says, Nick Woltadama? Oh, is that the German U21 player? I'll keep an eye on him. Just a quick little, one more time. I'm just going to mention super quickly for those of y'all that have been joining us tonight. One more time for the Manchester United fans in the chat. I will be there for every single game this preseason tour in the United States. I'm going to be there in New York, New Jersey. I'm going to be there and we're going to have a great time. We're going to have an event. We're going to have some sort of gathering. We're going to do something. News dropping soon. We're going to be there in Chicago as well. The Windy City. We're out there. I'm going to have an extremely super cool event happening. And I can't wait to tell y'all. I'm like itching. But we're going to get there and I'm going to announce that super soon. Yeah? And we're also going to have a great time at Atlanta. We're going to be there, okay? Tony says, do you watch any other sport besides football? Well, I watch basketball. I watch a little bit of NBA when I can, but I've just been so busy with football. I don't even have time to I don't even have time to catch up on my anime. What's a good anime these days to watch? And if then y'all better stop calling me boomer. Y'all better stop calling me boomer anime watcher because I grew up on Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and Bleach and One Piece. All right, don't be out here roasting me about the anime I grew up on. Yeah. Everybody's been talking about Solo Leveling. Is it really that good? Sebastian J. Cruz in the chat says, I'm going to need so much copium to get through this season. Hey, my United fans, my United fans, here, before we wrap, everybody get in. Yeah, let's get in. Come. Everybody in. Everybody get in. Everybody get in. My Man United fans. It's going to be okay. Okay? It's going to be okay. Don't you worry. We're going to fix all this. All right? We're going to fix all this. I promise you. When the rain is blowing. All right, I'm going to do this singing later. Hey, we got... wrong way. We got my boy Ron Shreds in the chat. W's in the chat for Ron Shreds. He says, I'm grinding One Piece right now, John. It's peak. Ron, this man knows good football content, and this man knows good freaking anime. Yo, it's a grind, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. Don't skip, okay? Don't skip. You could maybe skip a little of the filler episodes, but make sure you're really locked in when it comes to the main storyline stuff, all right? And J-Rod in the chat, what's going on, Josh? He says, clear skin, bro. What do you do? I wash my face and I lotion my face. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Ron Shreds. Okay, Fishman Island. Okay, Fishman Island. Okay. All right. You still got a long way to go, my friend, though. It's going to be a great ride, though. Great ride. I recommend don't rush it. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Let me see some more comments here. Hot take, Hunter x Hunter is better than Bleach. Somebody, do I have moderators on Instagram? Somebody get Sebastian out of here. Sebastian, how dare you? I'm playing, but that's a crazy take. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm not allowed to have that take because I didn't watch Hunter x Hunter. So, Brandon Jaco says, yo, you remember when you was doing the Europa League predictions and you told me that Tottenham wouldn't... Who said that? I didn't say that. I didn't say Tottenham was going to lose. I don't remember making that prediction. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Because I clearly said that United... Anyway. Chris in the chat, what's going on? He says, Unc, I remember you were in my For You page last summer during Ten Hag's era after winning the FA Cup. I was in your For You page, and you found me again. Big ups to you, Chris, for joining us. This guy, my man's got a crazy name. He says, my man's name, F Liverpool. Says, yo, what's up, man? Hope all is well. Can't wait to see you in Chicago. I can't wait to see y'all in Chicago as well. It's going to be an absolute vibe. We're going to have a great time. Pito says, Dandaran is pretty good. I heard a lot of good things about Dandaran. Richie Jones is not feeling any of our kits this year. Hope the black one is nice when it comes out. I have a feeling that black one is going to absolutely, it's going to slap. Srini Vaspai says, John, do you like Dr. Pepper? You talking about the drink? I love Dr. Pepper. If you're talking about the drink Dr. Pepper, I love it. By the way, guys, like, some of y'all are really young in the chat. You can't talk to me like I'm y'all's age because I don't understand some of the lingo. Like the last stream, y'all was talking about gooning or something. That was wild. I had no idea what that meant. You know what I mean? J-Rod says, what are your top Roy Renee? What is Roy Renee? Julian in the chat, what's going on? He says, when is United going to sign someone? I don't know, my friend, but we'll sign somebody soon. I promise you that. Okay. Fanny Maggie says, mark my words, this Saturday, our midfield is about to get cooked by Ao Tanaka against Leeds. He's half Japanese, De Jong. We need to sign him ASAP. Fanny Maggie, I have a feeling, if my memory serves me right, I have a feeling you name dropped Ao Tanaka before. I don't think it's the first time I'm reading him in the chat. Nikovich. He says, keep an eye out on Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. He is one for the club. Wasn't he one of our academy players that left? Ray says, my nephew said I was sus the other week. I told him no Christmas present. yeah, Ray. You tell him. You tell him, Ray. If they start telling words you don't know, then you say, hey, no Christmas present. They understand that, yeah? Well, all right, real quick before we leave, everybody in the chat, get involved. What was the best Christmas present y'all ever received? Or let's just, not even Christmas. Maybe some people don't celebrate Christmas. What was the best gift that you ever received, whether it be for a birthday or something? John, do you think Ugarte is going to go off this season? I think so. Ooh, Isabella with a comment, best comment, the gift of life. Isabella, you cooked. Isabella, I don't know where you came. I don't know if you had that ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But you cooked. That was a dub. Yeah. Vispo says you got a golf set. Oh, cool. Which set? Chico says an exotic doll. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Let me see some more comments here before we wrap up here. Praveen says United in top 3 by Christmas. You love to see it. Hey, Vispo, congrats. You're getting a puppy tomorrow. Very cool, man. What breed? Jimmy Odiambo says United need a CM urgently. Bruno is not an 8, either Ederson, Rios, or Baleba. I would love to have Baleba, yeah, but I don't know if we're able to make that move happen. I watched Richard Rios here. I kind of when he was playing for Palmeiras, and it was cool. He was all right. I liked him. Ederson, I really not have watched too much, so y'all gonna have to educate me on that one. Vispo's getting a golden retriever. Congratulations, man. That puppy's probably going to be super adorable. Happy for you, man. I want a puppy too. If I ever get... My dream and my goal in life, eventually, very hopefully soon, is to get married, have a family, and have some dogs. I love dogs. I've always wanted to raise my own golden retriever, a Labrador, a Beagle. I always wanted to raise dogs. Ray, you absolute nuts. I can't read that. Vispo says, I get one that I can't. My house doesn't allow for pets, and I don't think I have the time to raise a dog. Having a pet takes a lot of time, it's a real commitment. J-Rod in the chat says, the best gift I gave to my twins was their first Man United jerseys. W Dad. W J-Rod. Sahil says, Isak to Liverpool, the league is cooked. Oh, God. Let's not talk about anything else. Let's just talk about some other stuff. Because I don't want to talk about football. Praveen says, John, did you see Charlotte's new MLS kit? It's fire. I did see it. I think they're going for that retro look, right? It looked pretty cool. Y'all talking about my age. Guys, I'm not 40. Stop doing this. Vish, you crazy. I ain't reading that. Guys, this is a good place for me to start wrapping things up. Now, we're going to just kind of get everybody's suggestions for a song to wrap up our immaculate stream for the day. Yeah, so everybody get involved. Everybody get your song recommendations in the chat right now. If I know the song, I will sing it. Today, I'm super tired. I'm so cooked, but we got to keep the vibes going. You see? It's the same thing. I'm not making excuses. Ray, I'm not 43. Fernando, it's your birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday, Fernando. I'm out of water. I need me some water. Ray, I don't know that song. Thandy Maggie, I do know that song, but I don't know the song that well. I think somebody said Skyfall. So we'll put Skyfall on the list for today. Fernando says, "Sing me happy birthday." All right, let's put happy birthday on here. Let's put happy birthday on here. Who is Brent Fayaz? I don't know who that is. You're gonna have to educate me on that. Srini Vaspai says, "You think the World Cup next year in the U.S. might not be that great? Already hearing that tickets would be expensive." Look, I think a lot of the people, the one thing that I think a lot of people learned about the FIFA Club World Cup was that if you give it a chance, you'll have a good time. And I think a lot of people, especially here in the United States, I think that a lot of people had a good time. Dun daughter with an absolute Lil Jon Get Low. I love that. I love that. Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window! Might as well do that one right now. The new Blackpink song, I don't know that one, Ray. I actually heard that a lot of people didn't like it. I haven't even had a chance to listen to it. Dara Michael says, "I hope Jadon Sancho is gone by tomorrow. I hope that deal gets wrapped up pretty quickly." Oh my God, John, not knowing Brent Fayaz is like not knowing who Michael Jordan is in what? Really? Is he Brent Fayaz? I'm gonna have to look him up. Sounds like you're pretty serious about this guy. Let me Google him. I'm gonna have to look him up. J. Ross says, "Don't watch too much anime, but if you ever get to watch Sticks with Owen Wilson, really good show." Really? Okay, cool. I'll keep an eye on that. Sticks? Okay. Oh, y'all putting me on. Brent Fayaz. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Dr. Mix-a-Lot, what's going on, my man? He said, "As a football unk, you're on." Let's try it. Vish in the chat says, "Wonderwall." We did Wonderwall last week, so we can do a different one this time. This week, what we can do is we can do... This week we can do Don't Hold Back in Anger. Don't Hold Back in Anger. Sing With You by Davido. Ooh. I don't know if I could sing. I don't know the song like that. Ooh, Ray with the banger. Banana Pancakes. I like that one. We could put that on here. Vish says, "Whoever recommended Sticks, he's has my tip of the hat." It's J-Rod. He was on Instagram instead of YouTube today. Srini says, "How about GGMU?" Okay, we could throw that on there. Ray says, sorry. Oh my goodness. If I sing that song on here tonight, it's gonna be a wrap. Y'all all gonna unsubscribe. So we have a few recommendations before we wrap up the stream. What's your favorite United chant? Oh, good question, Ricky Cam. I have a bunch, but one of my favorites probably is "Take me home, United Road, to a place where I belong, to Old Trafford, sing United, take me home, United Road." That's one of my faves. Boom. Hey, what's going on, Kyle? Kyle Sheldon and the incredible Name and Number family. I'm so sorry we haven't had a chance to link. I did get a chance to meet Caitlin. We finally got a chance to link at the event at the game. Kyle, I'm sorry I missed you. Next time you're in town, let's definitely meet up. I'm so sorry, but I've been super busy. Al-Hajj Bawezi, hey there, John from Hometown City. I'm following. Yes, Al-Hajj. Absolutely. Daughter also wants sorry. Guys, I'm not putting sorry on you. You guys want me to dance K-pop and sing K-pop? You guys are gonna all unsubscribe. BC says you belong in the championship. Are you talking about me or are you talking about United? Do the Nico Jackson dance for the first time. Okay, guys, let me just be real with you. Guys, I'm not a dancer. Let's stop asking me to dance on here. I can't dance to save my life. Y'all see me. Ooh, Sandy Maggie. I like that. Hypnotize. Ooh. I don't know who Clips is, Viz. You're going to have to teach me. Everybody wants K-pop. Y'all want K-pop? I can't do K-pop on here. Okay, you know what, guys? This is what we'll do. How about this? How about this? Vispo says, you're all really unk status after that. What is Clips? I've never heard of Clips. Nice Razor says, when was the last time you were at Old Trafford? I was there last year. Or was it 2 years ago? I can't even remember. Last year or 2 years ago? Wish to see you when you come to Korea. Oh, I'm really trying my best to go to Korea. I'm really trying. I will look them up on Spotify. I got to look up Brent Fayez and I got to look up Clips. Alan Sewin says Clips, the rap group, they're OGs. Damn, how you know? How you not know the Clips? I don't know. I'm sorry. You from New York City, guys? There's a lot of things I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just sometimes I don't know them. What you expect? I can't know everything. Vispo out here just getting me roasted. Kel Banks in the chat says, "Sup, John? Been a big fan of your opinion since 2015." You've been a fan since 2015, Kel Banks. That's incredible, man. Thanks. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me, you know, that some of you guys have been around for so long and still around. You know what I mean? That's the y'all mean so much to me. Vispo, you ain't from the 1940s. Stop playing. Chico says, how far is New York to Korea? It's a 14-hour flight. Unk was 30 in 2015. Y'all, you just gonna keep playing with my age? Stop playing with me. Soldier Boy in the chat says, can we link up when I show up in New York? Absolutely. We're going to do a bunch of events. So if you guys are interested in wanting to link up or have fun or whatever, follow me on Instagram for all of the updates. It's going to be coming super fast and super soon because the preseason tour is just under 2 weeks away. So y'all stay locked in, okay? Instagram @GoodVibesJohn. That's where all the news is going to break, okay? Dara Michaels in the chat says, we ride with you, Good Vibes, John. Appreciate you for all the love and support, every single one of y'all. Kel Banks says, of course, John, I work in the oil field, so I barely catch your streams, but I'm glad I caught this one. Kel Banks, that is absolutely awesome. Be safe. I don't know what kind of work entails being on an oil field, but whatever it is, be safe, Kel Banks, okay? And thank you so much for your love and support as always. Yeah? J Ross says 25, 26, third kid cop or not. Well, we'll have to wait and see how it's going to look, all right? We'll have to wait and see. K-Town late night meetup. Yo, how crazy would it be? Let's just say it real quick, right? Amongst my United fans or whoever wants to show up, how crazy would it be if I like found a restaurant or like found a place in K-Town where everybody just pull up and we have we vibe out in K-Town? That would be crazy. That would be insane. Let's see. I think we're good to go. Any last Ray in the chat? Ray with a super chat. Thank you so much. He says, just doing this because I want a crown in the chat. Christopher up in the chat says, K-Town, LA? No, Chris, I'm sorry. It's K-Town, New York. Thank you for the super chat, Ray. I hope you got your crown. Chico says, do you talk about just United or Premier League as well? We talk about everything and anything you want. Davian says, going to the Man United game at the MetLife Stadium. You going? Davian, my man, we're going to be there. We're going to have a great time. Okay? I'm going to be there. I'm going to be running around somewhere, and I'm going to tell you guys where I'm going to be so everybody link up. We're going to either... And the cool thing about, and one thing I can tell you guys is that this time around, what I'm trying to do is try to make videos with you guys. Yeah. So if you guys are around, follow me on Instagram, and you guys can follow me exactly on where we're gonna meet, when we're gonna meet, what we're gonna do when we meet there. Yeah. So we're gonna have a good time. I promise y'all. Yeah. You guys are talking about 100 BC. Guys, by the way, tell me right now, which card is more valuable? Which card is gonna make me more money? Is it this card? Because I don't know anything about football cards. Is this card gonna be more valuable? Or this card? Which one's more valuable, y'all? Tell me. Which card is more valuable? Because I promise you it's going to be this one. Yildiz, Kenan Yildiz, a great player, but this card will definitely be way more valuable. You guys are out here having way too much fun about my age. Alan says, throw Yildiz in the bin. Why? Isn't this a good card? Isn't he good? Chico says you should invest in rookie cards. Maybe I should find a way to get that Lamine Yamal rookie card. So I learned that this RC sign means it's a rookie card, right? I got this really cool card, by the way. Look at this card. This is so cool. I don't know nothing about cards. I was there for Fanatics Fest, and I got a chance to open some packs. It was kind of cool. All right, let's wrap the show up. It's already been an hour, 17 minutes. I'm so cooked. I gotta go shoot the freaking next training video. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so cooked. Let's see. We're gonna have to roll this thing. We have a guy in the chat named Good Vibes Allen. I love that. Ray, I'm not singing sorry. You guys are gonna be, if I do that, you guys are gonna leave. Vicious, my guy's gonna do 20 laps this time, guys. No. You know what we're gonna do? How about this? Let's find like a. How does this work? Let's try this. Let's see how this works. Let's just try this. Look at all these stupid pop-ups, man. Oh. Why aren't these pop-ups gone? Okay. So let's see if this works. Let's pick a decade. This, thank you for the hot dog. Appreciate you. I am very hungry. Did you see Maddie probably going to interview Ahmad? Oh, that's dope, man. Maddie's going to interview Ahmad? That's so sick, man. Wow. I'm going to pick the 2000s. No. Yeah, okay, 2000s. Boom. Let's generate. Let's see what comes up. Oh, I can do this. The yellow skillet. It's on the ball. Someone give it up. Someone give it up. Someone give it up to all girls. 5 million 40 naughty shorty. Baby girls, all my girls, all my girls. Sean the ball say, well, I'm on the way to talk. Girl, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the rights and Bishop will take you. But shelter you from the storm. Oh, long. Girl, I got that right that is to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, boom. There you go. Big up Sean Paul. That was my legend growing up. How Hardbread says Sean Paul, one of the most underrated artists. Facts. Big up Sean Paul. J Ross says, "Big catch you on the next video. Off to shoot the ball with the kiddos." Hey man, have a great time. I love that. Sean Paul is a freaking legend. I grew up on Sean Paul. Just give me the light. Step possible, buzz another buckle of more. What a rhythm inside, and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Come on. We're gonna do an encore? Damn it. Okay, let's do another one. Let's generate. How about this? Y'all ready? Boom. I don't know what that one is. Let's keep going again. Boom. Oh, wow. Welcome to the Black Parade. Oh my goodness. Let's find a karaoke version of this. I don't know if you guys we're taking a left turn here. Because this one is pretty hardcore. We're going to do a little bit of it, okay? I'm going to go back to my punk rock John days. How about that? Let's go back to 2006, John. I can still do it. Yeah? Hi guys. Here we go. You ready? I'm going back to 2006, John. Yeah? Yo, I can't. Yo, my hair's getting in my eyes. This is crazy. I'm gonna end this really quickly, okay? You all ready? I don't even care if we get flagged. I don't have eyeliner, but I would draw it right here. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, "Son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned?" He said, "Will you defeat them, you demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade." Give me back 2007, John. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, "Son, when you grow up, would you be a savior of the road, the beaten and the damned?" Oh. Sometimes I get the feeling he's watching over, and every time I feel like I should go, I do it. Okay, guys, that's the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that. 2006, John. We're still here. That's it for me, guys. I hope you guys had a great time. I don't know where it went left, but that was fun. Be happy, be healthy, take care of all your loved ones, okay? We'll be back, all right? I love you guys. My head hurts now.